I have this belief, and I know a lot of people won't agree with me. Some men do agree with me though, and so this is just kind of a belief I have. In my opinion, I think that if you are a woman and you are fairly attractive, and a lot of times for men, being attractive basically just means that you maybe go to the gym, you're fit, you have a figure, you have a very fit figure, and you're not just morbidly obese or anything like that. And as long as you take care of yourself, men can look past a lot of other things. But something that is a commonality between men is that they just want any woman they're interested in. They want any woman they're interested in just to be fit, take care of herself, and hopefully the men are doing the same thing. So when a woman is fairly attractive and she starts posting online that I guess lonely against her will. You know, you see these videos where these women are crying online. They have no idea what lonely is. These women are not lonely against their will. They could definitely not be lonely. They just can't get any of the men that they are choosing to go after. And a lot of times, even whenever they can't get men to satisfy a part of their life that they feel like they're missing whenever they reach random ages, this will also affect how they have friends, just regular friendships. And then they post about that on social media as well.
Maybe the reason we've been able to identify male loneliness is because we haven't been able to identify female loneliness. Because the only time that a woman does not have to perform is when she is alone. So instead we have these romanticized versions of this female depression because a woman would rather be depressed than observe. But we don't identify this as a female depression because women only know that version of themselves when they are alone, because they're isolated. But because they are alone and not performing, they think that is the most true version of themselves. And if we do know this subconsciously, that we're experiencing this because of our isolation, because we don't want to perform, we realize we would rather be than fulfilled, because in order to be fulfilled, we will have to be observed. But we also know we will not be able to be fulfilled as long as we are observed. Girl philosophy.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
You blew it. Stop it. Get some help.
What? What the fuck?
Here we have the resident Olympic athlete, because you have to be an Olympic athlete to jump through hoops like this. This is a lot of talking that really doesn't make any sense. She's in the trenches, fellas. She is in agony over here. She cannot understand what's going on in her brain. And a lot of women suffer from this. This is a common thing that happens with a lot of modern women now, is they will just have a hard time coping with certain situations. So with them being lonely, they have to rationalize it. They have to talk themselves out of the reasons why they think that way. It's very convoluted, and it's convoluted for a reason, because they feel like the more confused they are, the happier the more complex they are. It gives them a sense of entitlement. It boosts their ego a little bit, because they can say, I am so complex to understand. No wonder a guy doesn't want to come near me. It has nothing to do with subconscious. It has nothing to do with this. It might have just something to do with men just aren't attracted to her body type. That's also a thing. When women have these types of camera angles where they're laying on a bed and then you can't see her arm, you can only see her hand, it kind of makes me think that might be the thinnest part of her body. And I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that one point and then you have another point, and then those 2 points make a line, and you've seen enough of these videos, you can know what to look for. It's a common thing. These women are very good with the cameras. I would honestly say that if this camera was zoomed out a little bit, we would be all agreeing that's why she's not able to find her a man. But there is no female loneliness epidemic. I'm not sure what she's talking about. It's just another delusion. Women choose to be lonely, by the way. It's not like even this woman right here, no matter what the issues are with her, Some simp is probably in her DMs wanting to be with her, wanting to do things for her, and she's just not willing to accept that. But hey, look, we're lonely. Do you know how many lonely men have themselves in their DMs? How many lonely men have random women simps in their DMs? I'm gonna assume none of them have any women in their DMs at all, let alone women simps. Doesn't make sense.
I feel like something that nobody prepares you for once you're in your early 20s is how freaking lonely it is. What? I'm not made for this. Listen, I am just a teenage girl in a 22-year-old's body. And the shock of like graduating college and then being like, where did my friends go? What, now I only see my friends 3 times out of a year? And no matter what I do, I feel like I'm doing things wrong. Some people I know are married. Other people are like moving to big cities and then you never see them again. And you just feel like everything you're doing is wrong or incorrect. Why does nobody prepare you for this? Everyone's like, oh my gosh, your 20s are the best time of your life. You're gonna have so much fun. It's amazing. Best time of your life. I'm single. I can't even take care of myself. And I like can't even see my friends anymore unless we mark a date on a calendar. If you feel like this too, girl, join the fam because
you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Giveaway.
Thank you.
I can probably assume why your friends are trying to stay a little distant from you. You're kind of annoying, to be completely honest. And I've only known you for 45 seconds of this clip that I have on air. Any more seconds of this would probably drive me insane. But look, even this woman right here, and this is talking about friendship. She doesn't have time for her friends. She's in her 20s, early 20s. I don't know what she's choosing to do. I guess she's going to school, which is great, which is perfectly fine. You get your education. But even women like this have no problems making friends, getting a man. If a man were to do this, oh man, if a man were to set up a camera and film a video like this, and look, you fellas have seen the TikTok lonely simps that come on. I don't know their names, but there's the bearded one and there's the bald one. There's the one with the lip ring. These guys, right? I don't remember their names, but I have seen their videos, and it's very similar to what we've seen so far. It's almost the same type of video. So I'm not sure if what we're dealing with here. Maybe if you're in the women's algorithm, you might see a lot of these videos of women being lonely. I can promise you that it's a very vocal minority that are making these videos about them being lonely. 99.9% of women that say they're lonely are not lonely at all. They have plenty of people around them.
Understand how people are making friends. Like, I can't make friends. I'm not good at it. I don't have very many close friends, and I don't understand how these girls have like these ginormous groups of friends and they like do things together and they're all adorable. Do that. And I mean, I'm an introvert, but like, I don't know, sometimes it feels like I can never fit in, even when I'm trying to really hard. Like, I'm just too abrasive to fit in, and this isn't like a pity party. I just
whatever
find it very frustrating that all these girls seem to have these friends and these friend groups and these ride or dies. And I just don't have that because...
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I can tell you why, and a lot of women already know this. But women are not friends with their friends. Women are friends with their enemies. So just become their enemy, and you'll be their best friend. This is common among women. A lot of times women will gravitate towards other women they don't like or that are maybe less attractive than them. Or in a lot of cases, you see these large female friend groups, and these are friends that they have known pretty much their whole life. These are the types of women you should definitely stay away from. These women are completely insecure with themselves. And look, they're in their 20s. These women are in their 20s. And they can't make friends. Not only can they not make friends, but even if they were to try to date, they would bring nothing but headaches, drama to any man's life they were to get into. Now, I want you to look at these clips of these women complaining about being lonely, which there's no such complaint. Women are not lonely. They could definitely reach out to anybody at any time, and there would be a lifeline there for them. Now, men are lonely. Go check out some of those lonely man videos. Not the simp ones, but there are some actual lonely men out there. The only difference between men loneliness and women loneliness is men don't have a platform. Men have never had a platform to speak on loneliness. Nobody cares when a man's lonely.